masses, 39 billion naira is too much. We continue to say it to the hungry. 39 billion naira is too much. To the workers who stay home cannot take them home. 39 billion naira is too much. Oh God. And if there is any justifiable reason for spending such humongous amount on innovation, it behoves a true leader, a woman leader, to explain to the masses and not to be lambasting us. They should remember that pride goes before a fall. They should watch their words. Saying that the oppressors of the poor masses will not go unpunished is not a curse. It's a gospel truth. Those who correctly enrich themselves at the expense of the masses, let me quote the scripture to them directly, as we have it in the book of Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 11. Like a partridge that hatches eggs, she has not laid. So are those who get their wealth by unjust means at the midlife, they will lose their riches. In the end, they will become poor old wolves. If they define rich, only rich, let them be warned. Thank you. I did that from okay. God bless you.
Thank you, Baba Didai.
070-5555-1985. You can also call on that number to be part of conversation. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, the book of matrimonial oddities. We'll take a few in due course. Oh. Right, 070-5555-1985.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
This is Eleti I Ofe, coming from Oluyole.
Good to have you, Alaji.
It's one imagination to make that the super family staff relocated to Benin State. And with that, they still kill about 25 people. In fact, so disheartened. I believe the chief of staff should have gone there with a lot of sugar so that Benin State will be saved from having that of killing. Now, how can we call that? The chief of staff is presently there and the killing continues. I believe maybe we have to at least declare a state of emergency on Benue, then Plateau, and Adamawa. This thing is becoming unbecoming, and some considerable acts need to be done. Now, not only the army chief, then also the police, the IG, the chief of NAFA, then the other security apparatus of their leader. Let them go there and bombard it. This thing is too much. I believe if they take that necessary action to subdue this banditry. Now, secondly, about what Baba Alida has said for relocation of international center, billions of naira. In fact, the government should look at the way aggregate poverty in the country failed. Now, I used to say it. We need big projects, but not now. It's not timely. What do we need to embark on projects, high projects, white center projects, where people are living like that, where there is insecurity? Let's do a scale of progress. Security, food, then other things to follow. I believe that should be the trend. I like to go from Lalaja.
Yes, thank you very much, Alaji. My husband urinates, defecates in his clothes when he's drunk. That's coming from a wife seeking divorce. And the husband says, I promise to change.
That is he's sober. Yes.
Right, let's take this call.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sir Bimo. Good morning, Sir Fala.
Good morning.
Good morning. On insecurity and killings in the north central and other entire Nigeria, one thing is, I've said this several times. Except the government knows that we are facing security in this country. The government, particularly the federal government, except everybody agrees that we are having a problem and we want to face that problem and deal with it. Then we solve the problem. But if you keep taking the problem with kid gloves and say, let us do this, let us do that, keep talking. You know, the other time they said they want to do, what do they call this thing? They want to do meetings, conferences and all that. They want to do security summit. Yes, that's what they call it. Yeah, they want to do security summit. So I don't know what the security resulted to, or maybe they have not even started at all. So, but the way we take things in this country, I think that doesn't matter until it hits someone. That is very important. That's what we ask. So let us keep playing with them. They run out, they run over the entire north and entire country. Then on the issue of the list that was given yesterday, what Babadi Dayo said about the Great National Conference Center. Babadi Dayo and the generation, I watch them over time. They keep believing in this politician and they disappointed them, they disappointed. We don't believe in them from the onset. We know what they can capable. In fact, we are disappointed that they did not disappoint us. But this is what we know that they will do. I know these people. I've spent quite a number of years in Lagos. They don't. Anyway, some people believe in them that they are Democrats and all that. I know them. But back of my palm, they talk. They don't want to talk. So, but this is not the National Conference Center will not be the end of the project that we spend money on. Before the end of the year, they spend money on some frivolous projects too. So people will keep complaining and all that. But they keep assuring you that they are going to do something. Then on the issue of list that was given yesterday, sorry. I watched the debate, I didn't see the name of a party bank, but I saw the name of General Yaradua. I was given GCF and all that. But the General Yaradua was it a defender of democracy? We should not mix things together. He was arrested for planning a coup, not because he defended June 12. He was never part of June 12. But he was awarded, not for political reasons, but one thing I know is that history is going to write this. Some of us know this history, and we keep telling the youth what the history is, not that what the politicians are saying is FISA. So thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Gidi. My wife denied me sex, became a drunk, kept late nights after she joined OPC. Man tells court. Well, I guess maybe she denied you sex because of the juju fortification on her when she joined OPC, so that you will not be armed.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Caleb Alabi from Malaka Shebodu. I just want to comment on the 45 billion IRTT International Telecommunication and Telecom contract owned to Abiola. That was better for just go to Abiola. Oh, it's much better for federal government to go into their record and for what the amount is due. They should pay the man. The man should not suffer a double loss. You deny him of presidency and you deny him of sweat. How did it truly President is committed to democracy? They should pay the man this entitlement so that the public will not suffer double loss. Secondly, on the issue of the 10.96 billion money, this started to the national budget report years example. This is a fraud and stealing. Because if you want to start any budget, you should see the public opinion. This budget, we are decided. It cannot be seen. Lastly, to this is what God blood donor did. I want to urge every Nigerian to obfuscate habit of donating blood so we can save life. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. At 070-55-51985. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I am Adimola from Ghana.
Sorry, Mr. Demola.
Yes. On this International Conference Center, so the government spend money in billions of naira. Present, it is how the International Conference Center can be properly managed. Wiki he has done well, and on this International Conference Center, we hope that people will benefit benefit. Because Wiki has been taking the interest of people into consideration, and in the past, on infrastructure that has tried, he has the interest of the people at heart, and look at property affiliation. So money should be spent purposefully, wisely. So on this honor of people, so President Tinubu honor the contribution that people had made to transform Nigeria. So these people, they are devoted to the economy, human rights, they ensure economic growth and other. So people will develop policy and offer advanced trade to the country just to boost the economy. And this power sector, so the power sector should do the network, and the government and the power sector should give them the more attention. The government should give the power sector attention, because we hope they can give life.
Thank you very much.
Most of the time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Before we go, Bimbo, I'd like to say something about them. Well, a comment by Mr. Jide from Ikolaba regarding late General Yadwa. Well, there might be other reasons beyond June 12 why people are giving national honors. What I do know about late General Yadwa was that, yes, he was a member of the northern elite, but like his brother, who became a civilian president, he was very close to the ordinary masses, and I mean very close. He was someone who was compassionate about the masses, at least in his own region, if not the whole of Nigeria. So that could be a reason for honoring him in death. The General Shehu Musa Yar'Adua, and his brother was Umaru Yar'Adua, who eventually became president of Nigeria, though he died in the seat. Well, then we have to go. Check the time, it's 7:30. Very interesting time of conversation, and then we will be back same time on Monday morning, God willing. My name is Tola Tediba.
And my name is Bimbo Akambi. Thank you very much for listening. Enjoy your weekend.
I am malaria, the king of malaria parasites. My mission is simple: to take over your body, to cause fever, chills, headache. But one thing stands in my way. Come on, come on, come on.
Effective relief from malaria. Comal on, malaria gone. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult doctor.
8.5 Oluyole
Yes, good morning, sports fans. Another time again, the weekend edition of Sporty Beats are coming to your listening pleasure from the mother station, Oluyole 98.5 FM. Your champions we're broadcasting from the big brown city of Ibadan. And yes, an edition coming with his own uniqueness today, because it will not just be me to be a double tag team of I and Victor on the program this morning. And yes, we will be crisscrossing the ever exciting world of sport. The FIFA Club World Cup already lighting up North America. But however, a whole lot of events has now overshadowed what you can call the biggest club competition in the world. And yes, I'm not missing words by that. The biggest club competition in the world, because for the first time to be an expanded 32-team FIFA Club World Cup in the United States of America. And yes, a whole lot of incidences has been happening in Los Angeles. That has been overshadowing a whole lot of activities in the United States of America. We'll also be discussing domestic football stories. We now have a date for the commencement of the new NPFL season. And yes, some 48 hours ago, I caught up with the chairman of the Shooting Star Sport Club of Ibadan, where he shared his thoughts about the anticlimax towards the completion of last season in the NPFL, and even the contract talks of the Gaffer, Benga Ogumbote, shedding light on the future of Benga Ogumbote, the Oracle. So yes, we will be having a swell time. I and Victor are sharing the mic this morning. Good morning, Victor, and I hope you slept well.
Well, we did our bits with some exciting news from about the world of sports. You talk about all the happenings right there, and of course you talk about this morning in the NBA also. A lot of people reacting to what's happening between the Thunder and the Pacers. I mean, both of them are just keeping it locked on right there. You talk about the fact that it's now 2-all in the playoff finals, and it's quite a camaraderie when you talk about what's happening in the NBA playoffs. I'm sure some people we'll be looking for more out there. But then it's a wonderful morning to all sports lovers out there. Thank you all very much for staying tuned right here. It's the show of the two Victors. So you out there, you are the third Victor.
Yes, definitely. Yes, it's a show of the two Victors, and definitely we are here to serve you just the way you like it. And yes, we're starting off with the domestic football series this morning because right now the Nigeria Premier Football League Board has now announced the dates, the kickoff date for the new NPFL season. The Premier League, the NPFL chairman and the second vice president of Nigeria's Football Federation, that's the NFF, Honorable Benga Elegbele, announced yesterday Friday that the new NPFL season will now kick off on Friday, August 22nd. And for Elegbele, he was speaking at headquarters of the NFF in Abuja, emphasizing the importance of the date as part of the Federation strategy to align domestic football calendars with continental competitions. So Victor, now let's talk about this. I think for the very first time we've been seeing the alignment of our football with the European football calendars, and right now we now have a date for the commencement of next season.
Well, it's not just the alignment. I think on the Honorable Egbele, we have been having some kind of changes. You say normalizing the schedule going as planned from the beginning, and a lot of people have been looking at that particular movement right there. It's a good one in the right direction. I know some people want to say let's not celebrate that, that's the basic thing to do, but looking at our climbs and what has happened over the years,
yes, even where you are coming from,
so you would agree with me that it's a good step to be able to ensure that all the teams, I mean, look at the fact that we finished the season not too long ago, and now we are looking at some teams already saying, well, they look like they will be ready for the new season. And the other thing we're waiting for now is to see how the fixture list will be run. Aside the fact that we have to watch out for the NNL playoffs, and as well as the Federation Cup, to know who is going to come through. I think everything else is looking like it's in place already. All I just need for them to do is to actually look a lot more at what's happening with the branding. I mean, the media aspect, the branding, we can definitely improve on it. There was that release, and we were talking about the numbers of games streamed live, right there on terrestrial TV, as well as those that were streamed live on an app, that actually has been marketing the NPFL. And you talk about these numbers, and you say it is good that we have these numbers that we can work with. But then, how do we now align that with what the clubs will generate as revenue? Because they need visibility out there, and you know, all factors must come together. One of those factors is the streaming of the games. We can't just say because this team, you know, is not being heavily followed outside, we should stop streaming their games. What can we do to jack those numbers up? Because that is what will increase the followership of the NPFL. The more, the merrier.
Yes, the more the merrier, and yes, we hope the NPFL will definitely walk ahead of this going into the new season. But Victor, just before we leave the NPFL, I don't know if I can call it some controversy that trailed Anas Yusuf, the highest goal scorer, and a brand, I think Unicel, I think that's what they called them, who were more or less ready to buy. They've been bankrolling the highest goal scorer award for some seasons right now, but the NPFL said no. They've rendered up they call, I think it was a persona non grata, saying no, we do not recognize them, and they are more or less gate crashing the league. What do you think this would have? Don't you think this will affect the league's marketability moving forward? You
know, it's one of the things I just mentioned now. Visibility, all factors coming into play, and for quite a number of years now, Unicel as a company, they have been, should I say, as part of their CSR, been doing this bit for the league. Now, the funny thing is, some of the members, including David Tinahumi, you know, have been part of those who presented this award at the awards night to the highest goal scorer in time past in the league.
So what changed between them?
We have had now the funny thing is, when you look at the intricate details that some of us don't want to get into at this point in time, we're looking at some intricate details, some of the individuals involved, and the positions that they occupy when it comes to Nigerian football, including the NFF. You would be surprised that something like that came out. I mean, you do not tag that kind of organization unscrupulous. Rather, I think they should have taken a more mature step. Now, you cannot just come out and say, oh, those guys, they're just eating off the name of the league. No, they are the ones that are actually making people want to start following the league a lot more. I remember 5 years ago, 6 years ago, a lot of people are wondering who was the highest goal scorer in the league. I mean, we have had the likes of Ahmed Musa run their own. We have had the likes of Okpotu do their own. But then who is the highest goal scorer? Who is the guy who's coming from Enyimba or 3SC or Sunshine Stars or Rangers International to come and claim this title? Because we need to celebrate them. Not too long ago, we had one of the goalkeeper trainers of a reputable club in this league. He was the only one recognizing goalkeepers for the month. And people were accusing him, saying he was dropping a paltry amount. And, you know, I looked at it and I said, the league body itself is not even recognizing these players. What is the motivation for these players to keep up impressive performances? Now, we have looked at an array of goalkeepers, including 3S's very own Mustafa, the Black Spider. Other brands have celebrated this individual. There are brands coming in, bringing up their own MPFL team of the week, MPFL team of the month. And these are ways to celebrate and market the league, rather than actually naming them unscrupulous. Well, I just call them, hey guys, so this thing you guys have been doing, I think we can make it a better partnership. These are ways we think it should happen. And then when they look at it, okay, it looks like there will be a problem here. How can we navigate, how can we maneuver our way through these clauses, through this contract, and get it better? I think that is what they should have done, instead of outrightly naming them unscrupulous. What happens to Anas Yusuf, who has been so motivated to win this award, and the cash prize that comes with it? What about the glitz and glamour, the other youngster who is looking and is at the grassroots level and is thinking, maybe in the future, if he come enter here, say I won't win best player in the MPFL or goal scorer. I mean, this message passes something very wrong to other brands who have been hoping to partner with the NPFL. That is just the truth, because if you just send them packing like this and say stuff like that to them in that letter, then it is an eyesore on the league. And now we're looking at other brands starting to pull out. I mean, some of those who streamed started pulling out gradually and reduced their streaming because they were not getting the numbers that they needed. Meanwhile, they had already paid money for the rights. So how do we market? How do we keep marketing? And these little awards, no matter how small they look, they actually churn out something beautiful for the league in total. Say, our Shooting Stars is having some people coming through with them and publicizing what is happening in their camp, with their players, with the management. We have the same happening for Katsina United. Tell me how the numbers will not increase. Those Katsina United lovers right there maybe in the UK, elsewhere, we want to strip more games. They want to go out there on social media and check out what is happening on the X pages or the Facebook pages or what have you. But then we would have something different coming this season, and I'm scared for the future of the media, because now it looks like they have ravished everybody trying to propagate the gospel of the NPFL.
Well, big thoughts ahead of next season in the Nigeria Premier Football League. But as you know, the NFF, they are not strange. Nigerian football not alien to controversies. All away from the Nigeria Premier Football League, moving straight to the third tier of club football in Nigeria. That's the Nationwide League One or the NLO. Well, the NLO definitely is having its playoff games across various centers, and Ibadan, the Lekan Salami Sports Center, the Sports Complex is hosting round-robin fixtures of the playoff games. Thursday, we saw two games go down in the city of Ibadan. Real Sapphire taking on FC Biede, and we also Joy Comet Football Club taking on Stormers Sports Club from Abeokuta. Real Sapphire defeated FC Biede by 2-0. Joy Comet had a shocking loss to Stormers Football. I beg your pardon. Stormers are lost shockingly to Joy Comet by a lone goal, and later today will be the day 2 of these matches. From 9 a.m. FC Biede will be taking on Stormers Sports Club, and Real Sapphire will be taking on Joy Comet. At 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. The fixtures will be going down respectively. Well, check your time right now. It is 15 minutes to the hour of 8. We'll be going for a short commercial break. When we return, our Sported Beats continue. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
As we celebrate 26 years of democracy in Nigeria, Oyo State civil and public servants are proud and grateful to say it has been 6 years of delivery of solid, life-changing democratic dividends to all workers of Oyo State, courtesy GSM, Victoria and SATA. Uninterrupted and prompt payment of salaries, offsetting of all backlog of arrears of gratuities owed pensioners since 2008, promotions, advancements and conversions of over 20,000 workers from 2017 till date, 13th month salary to workers, Christmas bonus to retirees, commencement of payment of 80,000 naira minimum wage to all workers in Oyo State, recruitment of over 33,000 fresh staff into the civil service. GSM's benevolence to Oyo State workers are uncountable. That is why, on behalf of all civil and public servants, I honor Chief Mrs. Olubumi MNI, the head of service, is saying, thank you, Your Excellency, Engineer Seyi Makinde.
The chairman, member of Board of Directors, management and the entire staff of the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State, BCOS, extend our warmest felicitations to our visionary leader, Your Excellency, Engineer Seyi Makinde, on the occasion of your 6 remarkable years in office as Executive Governor of Oyo State. Your tenure is characterized by transformative leadership, evident in significant strides made across various sectors of development, sole ownership of Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, LAUTECH, revamping of the either-though moribund Fashola farm to a world-class agri-business hub, prompt payment of salaries as well as special consideration for senior citizens, mass promotion of the state workforce as and when due, taking transportation in Oyo State to a greater height, talk of the challenge and Oyo terminals, including the ongoing Iwo Road Twin Terminal, provision of good health scheme, among others. We commend your unwavering commitment to good governance and the welfare of the people of Oyo State, wishing you continued success in your endeavors to build a more prosperous and sustainable future for Oyo State. Oyo State on the rise. Oyo's pride. Governor Seyi Makinde, we celebrate you.
Still your number one radio station, Oluyole FM 98.5. The Nigerian Army online sales of application forms for admission into Junior Secondary School JSS1 and of the Nigerian Navy Military School Ikot-Ekwen and 8 orders and Nigerian Navy Secondary School for the 2025-2026 academic section has commenced. Listeners are enjoined to please circulate this information to eligible indigenes of Oyo State that entrance examination into Nigerian Navy Military School and Nigerian Navy Secondary School is scheduled to hold on Saturday 28 June 2025 and on Tuesday 5th August 2025 in designated centers across the Federation respectively. Interested parents' guardians are expected to visit the Directorate of Naval Education website at www.nnedu.org for guidance on admission process. The application fee is 3,050 naira only for Nigerian Navy Secondary School and 3,000 naira only for Nigerian Navy Military School. All processes are done online. The Nigerian Navy Secondary School are located at Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abeokuta, Calabar, Ogbomosho, Kuje, and Imeri. For further inquiry, call these numbers: 0803 541 6305, 0803 070 4785. Thank you. Announcer Professor Olanike K. Adeyemo, Secretary to the State Government.
Yeah, so welcome back from the short commercial break. Spotted Beat right here on Oluyole 98.5 FM and your double host on the program this morning, Victor Opone and Toby Ajowole, right here in the studio. And as you know, the FIFA Club World Cup starts this weekend in the United States of America, and yes, we'll be diving straight and we will be analyzing the chances of some of the clubs or the teams that will be participating at the very first expanded FIFA Club World Cup taking place from the 15th of June through the 13th of July. So yes, Victor, look at this newly expanded FIFA Club World Cup. For the very first time, do you think we needed to change the structure of the existing FIFA Club World Cup?
Well, you see, in life, the only thing constant is change. And, you know, this wasn't the format before, but we have switched it up. And, you know, like you said, it is a very prestigious competition. And, you know, at some point you say, just so the show does not lose its value, let's try to switch it up a bit. And I think maybe if they had considered 2 years instead of 4 years, maybe you know, it would have been a bigger motivation for some other clubs. But I understand why they went for 4 years. And you know, it increases the reach. It is like the World Cup. Actually, it is the World Cup of club football. And you know, when you look at that, I think making it 4 years is making it more prestigious. You can see teams who have had the history, who have had the runs for them over the last couple of years, making a shout for themselves and getting into you know, the right frame of mind to say, yes, we can try and pull something against the bigger weights from other continents. You know, before now, you know, teams were restricted to playing within their own range, maybe their own continent, facing clubs from this side. Now it will not just be a select few who will be doing that. We will have a lot more actually getting in the action. And you know, I would say it is, you know, a time for some other clubs to prove their mettle, to say, yes, what we want that got us in this particular position in this competition, no be child's play, no be Shere Cambia. Now something where we say, yeah, allow us, say, maybe we show ourselves, see, we get global reach.
True.
So, you know, aside the fact that is playing for honors, you also have the fact that, you know, it increases the appeal for certain clubs. Now, more people are now looking at the fact that Palmeiras have been doing this over a while, More people are not looking at the fact that Al-Ahly actually have been bronze medalists 4 times. 4 different times. They're not looking at their record and saying they have not just done it on the CAF scene where they have actually won a record number of CAF Champions League titles, as well as the record number of African Cup Winners' Cup titles before it was debunked. You look at the fact that these guys have actually won the Afro-Asian competition, the Arab champions, and you talk about all of that and you start saying, okay, yes, maybe they can push their weight, and then it throws something bigger for African coaches, the same for Asian coaches and players, the same for those from the South America and the CONCACAF and all of that. Before now, Inter Miami would not have really said they could have the chance to actually do something amongst the heavyweights, but here they are, and they will be the opening act alongside Al-Ahly of Egypt. And you said the Pharaohs want to go out there and show Lionel Messi what is done. The Red Devils of Egypt want to go out there and show Javier Mascherano and David Beckham now that we have something that we can show you guys. So maybe I know the things say we'll be small picking for a year. These are the little things that actually motivate others. These are the competitions that many people now revere and say, okay, yeah, beautiful. And then there's the marketing whole thing right there. United States, Olden fought for that. Who knows, maybe sometime they will come to Africa and we'll have something beautiful to host. If we cannot host the World Cup again, maybe we'll have the FIFA Club World Cup.
Maybe we'll have the FIFA Club World Cup. And yes, taking a look at the various groups, Group A to H, this year's FIFA Club World Cup. And I'll be asking Victor his top picks from the various groups. And starting from Group A, we have Al-Ahly from Egypt, also representing Africa. Inter Miami, I will be going to this tournament as hosts. And Palmeiras are from Brazil and Porto from Portugal. So your top 2 teams are from Group A, Victor.
FC Porto will be joined by Al-Ahly.
So you are ruling out Inter Miami?
They got here by what? Stroke of luck, somehow, some way. And I'm not putting it against Palmeiras to try and spring some surprises, but I mean, they themselves know that they have stuck it out with Al-Ahly a number of times, and it's been topsy-turvy for them. So yeah, I'm holding it out for Al-Ahly. I'm holding out also for FC Porto. I think they have enough strength in them, and also they have Zaidu Sanusi.
Well, time will definitely tell. Moving straight to Group B, we have Atletico de Madrid from Spain's La Liga, Botafogo. We have Paris Saint-Germain and Seattle Sounders from the United States of America.
I think the form that we are seeing, Paris Saint-Germain in, I think I would put them as the favorites to get out of this group. But then, I don't know. Botafogo, do they have enough to actually wrestle something from Atletico de Madrid? I'm not so sure, but I think it will be a close one between themselves and Atletico de Madrid. Seattle Sounders, I'm sorry, but I don't see you guys actually settling for anything bigger than last place.
Okay, Group C is Auckland City, Bayern Munich, Benfica, and Boca Juniors.
Take that again.
Auckland City, Bayern Munich, Benfica, and Boca Juniors.
Okay, everybody is BBB except for Auckland. Then Vincent Kompany's men are in good stead, and yes, you would say the Europeans are every favourites right there. But then, will Benfica be able to? Will they be able to hold forth? That's the question. I think they can. I don't think the side from New Zealand will be able to actually do much out there, because experience counts, and the quality of the players, the standard at which the players have been training and working is quite different from each other. So barring the some lapses in concentration and all that, I think it's going to be Benfica as well as Bayern Munich.
All right. Well, we'll see how that unfolds. I'm moving straight to Group C. Group D, for want of time, we'll speed through Group D. We have Chelsea, Esperance, Flamengo, and Lyon.
Flamengo, Chelsea, my picks.
Okay. Group E, Inter Milan, Monterrey, River Plate, and Urawa Reds from Japan.
But if River Plate is not getting out of that group, I think I'll just come to the show one day and not wear my kicks or something. What I say? Are you joking?
Of course.
I think they will also be joined by Inter Milan. I think they have a good start to actually top that group.
Okay.
I think they will. River Plate.
Okay. What time? Group F, Borussia Dortmund, Fluminense, Mamelodi Sundowns, and Ulsan from Korea.
That group is how do I put it now? The group of teams that can make something, they can spoil the broth for each other. Actually, look at Dortmund, look at Mamelodi Sundowns. The Brazilians want to come with a samba flavor from South Africa, so samba plus samba piano maybe. Well, if that word comes out, I'm the one who coined it out, samba piano. But then, you look at all of that. I think the Brazilians from South Africa will make it through. Dortmund, maybe Dortmund.
Okay. Dortmund and Mamelodi Sundowns, Group G, Al Ain, Juventus, Manchester City, and Wydad Casablanca.
I'm sorry, the Moroccans. I cannot hold my neck out for too long out there. But then you look at the run of teams that we have, in that particular group. I don't know. Why Wydad? I don't think they will be able to push harder from Morocco. And the two European teams look like they have more quality to actually take them through rather. So I'm giving up. I'm giving it up for Manchester City and Juventus. They have made some acquisitions that would be joining them, and I think Alain will be the bottom of that group.
And in Group H we have Al Hilal, Pachuca, Real Madrid, and RB Salzburg.
Al Hilal and Real Madrid.
Al Hilal.
Hilal Madrid. Oh, sorry, Al Madrid.
Well, yes, the opening game will be going down 1 a.m. Nigerian time, Sunday morning. Tomorrow, Al Ahly versus Inter Miami. That will be the opening game. Set to go down later tomorrow at the Hard Rock Stadium, right there in the United States of America. So yes, we're dropping anchor on the program this morning for Sporty Beta, and yes, the program makes a big return Monday morning, 7:30 a.m. My name is Toby Ajewole, and yes, I was joined by Victor Opone. And yes, thank you for joining us on today's edition. Enjoy your weekend. We will see you next time.
Ojúmọ́ bá ti mọ́ ọ̀yẹ́ máa ń la o ọ̀yẹ́ tó la lónìí o ọ̀yẹ́ ire ni ẹ̀kú ojúmọ́ lọ́dẹ̀ẹ̀dẹ̀ yìí o ojúmọ́ aláyọ̀ èní o ìròyìn lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ màlá tó ti gbé dé Eleti I Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà ìròyìn kárí ayé màlẹ́lẹ́yìn o Eleti I Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà etí inú lè jò ń lò fọ́nrán ìní tó lùkọ́yìn Eleti I Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà ẹ̀tẹ́ tí balẹ̀ jẹ́ ká tún jọgbọ́ o Eleti I Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà ìkànnì tó gbajúgbajà Oluyole FM Eleti I Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà Ajílété FM ẹ tún máa gbọ́ wa lásìkò kan náà Eleti I Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà Òkè Ògùn FM tó wà lálága Eleti I Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà Eleti I Ofe ìròyìn tó kún kẹ́kẹ́ Eleti I Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà ẹ máa gbọ́ nínú ilé nínú mọ́tò tàbí lórí ẹ̀rọ ìléwọ́ Eleti I Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà Agbẹ́press ó tún ti yá ká tún jọgbọ́ Eleti I Ofe Eleti I Ofe ìròyìn rẹ̀ o. Ojúmọ́ bá ti mọ́ ọ̀yẹ́ máa ń la o ọ̀yẹ́ tó la lónìí o ọ̀yẹ́ ire ni ẹ̀kú ojúmọ́ lọ́dẹ̀ẹ̀dẹ̀ yìí o ojúmọ́ aláyọ̀ èní o ìròyìn lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ màlá tó ti gbé dé Eleti I Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà ìròyìn kárí ayé màlẹ́lẹ́yìn o Eleti I Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà etí inú lè jò ń lò fọ́nrán ìní tó lùkọ́yìn Eleti I Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà ẹ̀tẹ́ tí balẹ̀ jẹ́ ká tún jọgbọ́ o ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà ìkànnì tó gbajúgbajà Olúyọ̀lé FM Eleti ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà Ajílété FM ẹ tún máa gbọ́ wa lásìkò kan náà Eleti ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà Òkè Ògùn FM tó wà lálága Eleti ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà Eleti ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó kún kẹ́kẹ́ Eleti ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Ẹ máa gbọ́ nínú ilé nínú mọ́tò tàbí lórí ẹ̀rọ ìléwọ́. Eleti ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Abẹ́ praise ó tún ti yá ká tún jọgbọ́ Eleti ọ̀fẹ́. Eleti ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn rẹ̀ o. Ojúmọ́ bá ti mọ́ ọ̀yẹ́ máa ń la o ọ̀yẹ́ tó la lónìí o ọ̀yẹ́ ire ni ẹ̀kú ojúmọ́ lọ́dẹ̀dẹ̀ yìí o ojúmọ́ aláyọ̀ lẹ́ni o ìròyìn lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ màlá tó ti gbé dé Eleti ọ̀fẹ́ ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà ìròyìn kárí ayé màlẹ́lẹ́yìn o.
tó ọjọ́ kẹrìnlá lónìí nínú oṣù gúdù ọdún okòólélẹ́gbàá àti márùn-ún a kí yín káàbọ̀ wípé ẹ kú ojúmọ́ ẹ kú ojúmọ́ ẹ kú ojúmọ́ mọ́ ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí àkọ́tún ètò Eleti ọ̀fẹ́ fún tòní tó ẹ̀yin tẹ́ lédè ètò Eleti ọ̀fẹ́ ó ti tún gbìnà ya ò lákọ̀tún tó bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ wájọ́ jàre ẹ bá wa gbédè wá fọmi lédè tó gbédè tó tún médè torí pé ta tí wẹ́rẹ́ ń tèkúté ilé àsùnparadà ní tìgé àjà abiyamọ wà ní gbẹ́kun ọmọ rẹ̀ kọ́mọ́ ta tí wẹ́rẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ pé bébí bá ń pàparò olóko ní sunkún sí àmọ̀ tó sunkún ẹwà èdè sí lọ́rùn lónìí kíkọ́ ń bọ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ èdè ìròyìn kò mọ̀ jábọ́ pè bí àpò ẹ̀wà níyì àṣàfà lórúkọ tèmi ń jẹ́ èmi mo bélédégbé tí mo bélédégbé télédè bí mi félédè tí wọ́n ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ fún mi lédè jẹ kí mo jẹ́dé sí mo délédè tó ń pèdè láwùjọ elédè tó mèdè ọ̀pàpà mi parada lógèdè ń gbé níyì àṣàfà mo wá ń tinú èdè bọ́nú èdè títí tí mo fi pegedé mo pegedé tí mo bá tún yàn pérégedé bóbì tíyàn ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí àkọ́tún ètò Eleti ọ̀fẹ́ èmi nìkan kọ́ ni mo wá ẹ mọ̀ pé ní gbogbo ọjọ́ àbámẹ́ta báyìí ọmọ àti bàbá ni mo wá sórí ètò àmọ́ tòní yàtọ̀ bàbá rìnrìn àjò kékeré tọkọtaya nù.
tó ẹ̀yin ara lè mọ̀dà àṣàfà lóhùn ó kí wọ́n pé àkáàbọ̀ sórí ètò wa Eleti ọ̀fẹ́ fún ti àárọ̀ òní ti ọjọ́ sátidé lágbára Ọlọ́run ọba ọjọ́ sátidé òní yóò sàn wá sí owó
àmín
yóò sàn wá sí ọmọ
àṣẹ ń tẹdùmarè
baálé ọ̀rọ̀
àṣẹ ń tẹdùmarè
gbogbo àwa tá a wá ní ayẹyẹ kan lónìí ẹja ká múra dáadáa
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
jíjẹ àti mímu ó tiẹ̀ tó mímu lájọ́ jẹ́
ìwọ̀ntúnwọ̀nsì tó rí
bá dé òde tẹ́ mọ̀ wípé àgbọ̀dọ̀ ṣe kọjá àyè ara wa tó fi délé tó wà máa yọ wá lẹ́nu ẹjá ṣe ohun gbogbo níwọ̀ntúnwọ̀nsì.
àwọn kí ni tajútajú nǹkan.
àwọn fọwọ́fọwọ́ gbà ẹjá ọ̀rọ̀ aṣọ ohun gbogbo ní. mo kí wa káàbọ̀ sórí ètò wa Eleti ọ̀fẹ́ Olúwaṣeun Akínyanṣu ní orúkọ ti tèmi.
ẹ sì mọ́ gbàgbé pé ìkànnì mẹ́ta ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ilẹ̀ tí ń gbọ́ wa ìkànnì Oluyole FM 98.5 níbi tí a kalẹ̀ sí yìí ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ wa ń bẹ̀ kìtìkìtì bákan náà 96.3 Òkè Ògùn FM tí ń bẹ ní alága lọ́run kìtìkìtì lẹ̀ ń gbọ́ wa ń bẹ̀ bákan náà àti ní 92.1 Ajílété FM tó kalẹ̀ sí Gàmbàrí nílùú Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ Ajílété Tédógún Àyàkókò Nàkí Ajímútábà Àtògùn kìtìkìtì náà lẹ̀ ń gbọ́ wa ń bẹ̀ bákan náà lẹ̀ ń rí wa wò lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára ẹ ti rí i pé obìnrin mi kẹta ẹni mo mú wá sí orí ètò lónìí mo sì fẹ́ sọ di mùsùlùmí ni ẹ rí i pé ìborùn ẹni mo gbé fún pé kó lò.
fake màlélẹ̀ ìborùn fake ẹ má dá sáfà lóhùn.
ebi kò fi ní mọ́ ọ láà ni.
ìborùn fake lélẹ̀ yóò.
tó gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ti mọ̀ pé ọwọ́ ní ṣáájú ijó orin ní síwájú ọ̀tẹ̀ kókó ní ṣáájú kẹtẹpẹ lórí ètò Eleti ọ̀fẹ́ tí tòní náà tó ní yàtọ̀ bákan náà látò ṣe ẹjọ́ ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ látọ̀dọ̀ mi ń bí fún ẹ̀sùn ṣíṣòro tó tó mílíọ̀nù 12 million $12 million báṣubàṣu adarí báńkì SunTrust Halima Buba ti ń gba fàájì lọ́gbà ẹ̀wọ̀n báyìí ń gbatẹ́gùn ara lọ.
bákan náà ìròyìn kókó eléyìí ló ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń jà gbùdùgbùdù ńlẹ̀ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun pẹ̀lú bí ilé ẹjọ́ kò tẹ́mi lọ́rùn ṣe paná ìkáyàsókè tó wà nípínlẹ̀ náà. Ilé ẹjọ́ yìí gbìyànjú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC láti dá àwọn alága ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ ti ẹgbẹ́ náà tí wọ́n lé padà sí ipò dànù. Ó yẹ kí ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC tọrọ àforíjì lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ ọ̀hún ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìdájọ́ yìí kó tako àwọn alága ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ ti ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC. Àwọn náà wọ́n tún ké gbàjarè síta nígbà tí ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú PDP gbóṣùbà fún ìdájọ́ ilé ẹjọ́ kòtẹ́milọ́rùn náà.
àtẹ̀bí àtàrí kélédùwà kọ́mọ̀jì àrẹjọ káṣàmì kásìgbétò àmìmì àmì ẹ̀pọ̀ Yorùbá bọ̀ wọ́n ní ìka tó bá tọ́ símú ìlà àfihàn mú adé fún ilé ẹjọ́ tó fi gbé ìgbẹ́jọ́ Nnamdi Kanu ńlẹ̀ kàndínyàn ó dọ́ fẹ́rẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ ó di olúléeṣẹ́ ọ̀tẹlẹ̀múyẹ́ ilẹ̀ wa Nàìjíríà DSS wọ́n ní ibi tí ó ti yanjú ọ̀rọ̀ ara rẹ̀ nù kọ́ lọ bá wọn bẹ̀.
lórí ọ̀rọ̀ fífi orúkọ ààrẹ Tinubu sọ ìgbọ̀ngàn ìpàdé àpérò ti ìlú Àbújá èyí tí wọ́n tún ṣe wọ́n ní Wike ó mà ti sọ̀rọ̀ gbé lẹ́yìn tó sọ ìdí tí wọ́n fi orí gbọ̀ngàn ìpàdé àpérò ńlá tìlú Àbújá yìí èyí tí owó tí wọ́n ná sí láti fi tún ṣe tó bílíọ̀nù 39 náírà tí wọ́n fi sọ náà fi orí rẹ̀ sọ ààrẹ Tinubu. Ó ṣàlàyé ìdí tí èyí fi rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ààrẹ tún ké sí àwọn ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú alátakò pé ẹ lọ tún lè yí tò kò sí ẹni tí ó fẹ́ sọ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí di orílẹ̀-èdè ẹlẹ́gbẹ́ òṣèlú kan ṣoṣo.
ẹkún níbi kó wà o Yorùbá sì bọ̀ wọ́n ní bínà ò bá láwo wọ́n ní kò lè fòkè odò ó dífá fún ọ̀rọ̀ tí Kánú gbórí rédíò sọ wọ́n ní ọ̀rọ̀ tí ó gbórí rédíò sọ ọ̀hún ìlọ́mọ̀gbù bẹntiróòlù sí làásìgbò tó bẹ́lẹ̀ lápá ìlà oòrùn gúúsù ilẹ̀ wa Nàìjíríà ìfimúfẹ́lẹ̀ tí ọ́fíìsì elétò ààbò ọ̀tẹlẹ̀múyẹ́ DSS ṣe ni ló ṣàfihàn rẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ tó jẹ́ àmọ́.
lórí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ dídáàbòbò àwọn ọ̀pá epo ilẹ̀ yìí iléeṣẹ́ PINL kéde ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ tó tó
500 fún àwọn tí yóò jẹ àǹfààní rẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ló tún ní ètò ìrónilágbára yóò wà fún àwọn agbègbè tí ọ̀pá epo yìí gbà kọjá.
àṣé àwa bàálù pé àwọn ẹbí rẹ̀ ṣáájú kó tó gbéra.
pẹ̀lú bàálù tó já nílẹ̀ India ó sọ fún wọn ní tó ẹ̀yin ẹbí mi mò ń lọ kábọ̀ o ẹ ṣe gbogbo ohun tó bá yẹ sílẹ̀ dè mí kí n tó dé kó tó wá di pé ètò ṣẹlẹ̀ ètò sọ́nà ń tà bí àkàrà nígboro ayé ó sọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀kùn o kódà ilékún ọ̀nàkún gbogbo rẹ̀ kún gbàgbé fún ìròyìn tí ó dá lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tí àwa bàálù yìí sọ fáwọn ẹbí ẹ̀ ṣáájú kó tó gbéra à ń padà bọ̀ fẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́.
ọwọ́ iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ti ìpínlẹ̀ Yobe ti tẹ ọkùnrin ẹni ọdún 23 kan lórí ẹ̀sùn pé ó ṣe màjèsí tí í ṣe ọmọ oṣù 9 tó jẹ́ obìnrin ní ìṣekúṣe.
ó ń dájọ́ ilé ẹjọ́ tó ga jù nílẹ̀ wa Nàìjíríà Supreme Court eyín Okoro èdè wọn máa rí nílé ìtura kan ní Benin pẹ̀lú kọmíṣánná fún ọ̀rọ̀ ìdájọ́ òdodo ṣáájú ìgbẹ́jọ́ kòtẹ́milọ́rùn lórí awuyewuye tó súyọ lẹ́yìn ìbò èyí tí ìgòdàlọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ alátakò yìí ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú alábùradà People's Democratic Party PDP pè ṣé omi òsì fẹ́ tẹ̀yìn wọ̀gbìn lẹ́nu ibi tí pẹ̀lú bí wọ́n ti ń tẹ̀